In this course, we're going to be using Google Drive. Google Drive is a great tool for collaboration, and Google is being embraced by corporations and educational institutions. So you have things like Google Suite or G Suite for corporations, and many teachers are now using Google Classroom as well. You can see this in the K-12 environment especially, but it is catching up and it's becoming very popular. Given that situation, I felt that it was important for you all to get an understanding of another technology rather than just D2L. Some other reasons why I would like you all to use Google Drive is it has a really easy comment feature. So especially when you're collaborating on documents, you can just add your comments so the next person who comes in can reply to that. So you have this really nice way of monitoring how the particular document or your project is progressing without having to resort to emails or jump into your D2L discussion thread. I have set up these Google folders for all of you in such a way that you actually do not need to have a Google account. You can access this without one and work on it as usual. Now, if you have a Gmail, that means you also have a Google account. They are the same. Gmail and Google, it's the same account, it's the same login and password. If you do have a Gmail account, that's great, because another way that you can use Google is to use the Google Hangouts feature. Hangouts is basically like a Skype session, so you can meet with your group mates for a video chat, a text chat. And Hangouts also has apps for the phone, so you can communicate back and forth on a more real-time basis. So that option is also there. Again, I want to repeat, you do not need to have a Gmail or Google account, but if you don't have that, you might not be able to use Hangouts. Okay, with that said, let's now take a look at Google Drive and what it can do. When you click on the link that I provide to you for Google Drive, you will be taken to a screen similar to this. So this is the folder for Group 1. And I'd like to highlight a few things on this screen. If you notice, it says sign in. If you don't have a Google account or you haven't signed into your Google account, you will have this button over here. This option here says try Drive for free, and if you get started with this, it'll prompt you to create a Google account and take you from there. Again, you don't need to do either of these things. Download all is an option to download all these files and folders. You do not need to download them. Please do not download them. In fact, just work online. That's the power of the collaboration here, that you work online without having to download these files. And I'll show you how that works. So we have these two files here. I will be discussing these files in detail in the discussion assignment video. But let's look at this particular file, discussion roles assignment, sign up. So you are now supposed to put your name in here for any module that you choose. If you look at the top, notice it's very similar to Microsoft Word. So it's the same options over here. I can just go in and put in my name as usual. And the nice thing is, if you noticed over here, it says all changes are saved. So you do not have to click on save, changes are saved automatically. Okay. The only drawback with Google Drive is that you do need to be connected to the internet while you're doing this. If you feel you do not have internet access, then download the file, finish your changes and upload it. That is really not the best way to do it, but it is an accessibility issue and an option that is available. Okay, so I've added my name and I'm adding something. I add my name here as well. And now I want to make a comment and I want to tell the other people something. So what I could do is wherever I want to put the comment, I put my cursor there. And if you look on top, you have this comment feature. So if you click on that, well, or this one, which says add comment, you can then add your comment to this. And you would say, I need this module. Now notice it says anonymous because you are not signed in. Google doesn't know who you are. So if you don't have a Google account and you are using this as an anonymous person, please add your name here so your group members know who made the comment. If you have a Google account, go ahead and sign in. That's really good because then it'll just immediately recognize who it is. And then remember to click on the comment button. Otherwise, it will not be saved. Currently, I am going to delete this comment. Which has not happened yet. And again, it says saving, and it will save this in. All changes are saved, so I don't have to do anything else. So this is what you're going to be doing for files that we're going to be using in Google Drive. Okay. Now I close out of that and I have another file, and if you notice, you also have a folder called Team Tasks, which is currently empty. I will be putting templates here for you to use, and I will discuss that in the Team Tasks video.